Well, here we go once again, the kind, tolerant left being anything but. And here to tell me more is the chairman of Lancaster University's Reform UK Society, Jack Eccles. Jack, welcome to the studio. Thanks for joining me. A petition has been launched to stop you guys gathering. An elected political party now polling the top in the entire country. I believe over 800 people have signed this petition. Why? What are they trying to stop?
Freedom of speech, in my opinion. And it's very interesting because when I first went to university, I thought university was a place to express your opinions, to have open, honest debate. You know, it's a cornerstone of British values, our ability of freedom of speech. And then this petition completely contradicts the idea that universities are an open place of debate. When I first saw this petition, I felt a lot of emotions. I felt angry, but most of all, I felt disappointed. Disappointed that over 800 people are essentially trying to take away my freedom of speech and my Reform members' freedom of speech.
And what's incredible about this petition, when you look at it, the wording says that the policy of the Code of Conduct of Practice on campus emphasises that all student groups, must promote a respectful, welcoming and non-discriminatory environment. That's the precise opposite of what they're trying to do to you. They're trying to shut you down. They're calling you racist, as we can see on the screen, and they say that your platform makes people feel unsafe on campus. I put it to you, these people have lost their minds.
Well, I mean, it's a clear violation of freedom of speech. I think that many people are influenced by social media. I mean, we even have a Communist Party that operates at Lancaster University. I think that the sort of institution should take more responsibility, and it should be more open, and it should acknowledge that even if you disagree with certain viewpoints, you have to respect them. Because if we live in a world where people try and shut other people down just because they disagree, we're not going to have a very nice world.
Precisely, and it says here on the petition, we do not wish to silence political debate. Yes, you do. And the point is that going to succeed? Are you disheartened, or actually people get in touch with you and saying, just get stuck in, mate?
Well, I've had a lot of support from many people inside the university, outside the university, and I really think they've shot themselves in the foot here, because they have shown me and they've shown many people clearly that this is not just about open debate. This is about an attack on freedom of speech. And this has raised such awareness for freedom of speech at university campuses. And I'm very happy I have the opportunity to come in here and fight for what I believe in, because I think it's integral that we keep universities open and free, and this sort of level of censorship should never be accepted.
Jack Eccles, do you think that there is something happening with young people at the moment? We're led to believe, people of my age, I've got a 15-year-old son, he's 16 on Monday, that all young people now, they're woke, they're to the left, but we're hearing that there is actually more of a movement towards supporting parties like Reform. And we're seeing that, by the way, in France, in Italy, in Germany, in Denmark, in Sweden. Is there an awakening of young people at the moment going on?
There is indeed. I've seen it. I think in terms of young people, young voters are the silent majority. I think every year it's increasing where more and more students are becoming right-wing or leaning that way, because I think people are just fed up. I think people are fed up of being told, you can say this, you can't say this. When in reality, as long as you express your opinions in a, polite, candid manner, you should be able to say what you want.
And let's be absolutely clear, you're not espousing racist values, you're not espousing anti-trans values, you're not espousing anti-LGBTQ+. You don't stand for any of that.
Nope. Never have done, never will do. I am simply being attacked, and my members are being attacked because we support Reform. The petition is not just an attack on me, it's not just an attack on my society, it's an attack on the party as a whole, it's an attack on free speech as a whole. And I really hope that the Lancaster Student Union comes out and denounces this as soon as possible, because I have publicly I've reached out, I've said, let's talk, but so far I've heard nothing back from anyone.